Morning, everybody. Today we're going to be going through chapter 10 called String Operations in the Intro to GIS Programming book. Somebody noticed that the text is kind of small on the screen. Shout out to Surya Tech Blogs. I think it was. Yep. So let's do a little control equal sign here and make this text a lot bigger, so hopefully you can actually see the text. Cool. So this is about string manipulation. This one will probably be pretty quick. There isn't anything too complex here, and then I think we'll start getting into some actual loops and classes and things like that in the next 2 or 3 videos, and then GIS stuff after that. So let's get to it. Manipulating geographic location strings. Create a string that represents the name of the geographic feature. Let's just do feature equals Amazon River. Convert the string to lowercase, then uppercase. So we're going to print the feature. Print feature dot lower, print feature dot upper, and these are string methods. Concatenate the string with the name of the country. Okay, print feature plus Brazil. Yeah, Amazon River, Brazil for the country. Repeat the string 3 times. All right, let's do this first. Yeah, this kernel. Give it a second to load. I guess because I was doing other things on my computer, it has to reinitialize. All right, you'll see that. We got our original string. We got the string that's all lowercase, all uppercase, and then we've concatenated it with Brazil. Okay, so the next thing to do is to repeat the string 3 times, which this was new. There's I guess the multiplying sign will repeat things. So repeat the string 3 times, separating it with a dash each time. So I think if I do separator, so it wants to separate it with a dash. Let's see, I don't know. Let's do print feature plus separator. I don't know if this is right at all. We're gonna go with it. Hey. Yeah, and if I wanted to add a space here, right. Okay. All right. Yeah, and then, yeah, probably do this a little differently if I wanted to not have the. How would I do that? It would be print, so print feature times 3 would do that, and I obviously want subverting. I don't like this extra dash on the end. But that's how you repeat it. Yeah, I suppose I qualified. I'm going to move on. I'll solve a problem like that in real life if I have to. All right. Extracting and formatting coordinates. Given a string with format latitude and longitude. Extract the numeric values. Convert those values to floats. And remove the directional indicators. Okay, so let's do chords. And it's going to be a string. Let's go ahead and copy and paste this here. All right. So if we print chords, and then we print the type chords, we get a class string and we get the string like that. So what we want to do is we want to isolate the latitude, the longitude, and we'll use slicing or indexing to do that. Indexing will start at 0, so we'll reference it with square brackets. Start at 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Um, 8. Because the slicing will do 1 minus the value here. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, actually, I do want 7 here. All right. And then here, we're going to go 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we reference too much here. Okay. Then let's go ahead and just do it this way. Let's see, we've changed this to floats. Format the coordinates into a point WKT string. All right. So, although, apologies, I did this backwards. The latitude, there we go, 4.0. Hang on a second, 4.0. Ah, there we go. This is correct now. The latitude is this one, and the longitude is this one. Man, I should know this. let me just, latitude distance is north or south, and it designated with a N or W. Well, longitude is east or west. Okay. So this is actually latitude. So I had it right the first time. All right, so the north, there we go. Put a little bit of button this up a little bit so it's not so sloppy. Takes a little bit of time, but it's so much more clear. And if you're having a issue memorizing or remembering something simple like this, writing it out like this will help reinforce. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Got to convert those back to a string. Writing it out like this can help reinforce those like brain circuits or whatever, help you remember it for next time. Okay, now we want to convert it to a point method. So let's, or format the coordinates. So, yeah, let's do print point plus, it's hard to see with that in the way, plus, we'll put this back into a string because we've converted it to a float, plus, oh, we don't want that, we just want space. I think I can do it this way with curly braces. And a yeah. All right. Not the most expressive display of how I think, but we've got it formatted here. Not quite correctly. Apparently I got those backwards again. It's not really the purpose of this video to get these right, I suppose. The point is to code. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm a little confused today about that for some reason. Okay, exercise 3, building dynamic SQL queries. Given a table name and condition, dynamically build a SQL string. Okay, so table name equals cities. And condition equals why is it doing that? Okay. Query should be all right. I'm kind of hot now. Dynamically build, so we want SQL query equals select star from. Why does it keep doing that? I don't want the arithmetic error, man. Plus table name plus where plus. So I can do this like this. It'll be all one line. And we'll separate it out afterwards. To make it neater. Okay, so let's just go ahead and make this look neater here. Same result, it's a little easier to read what we've done. And we've got the correct query, except for we didn't include this semicolon here. Now we have, all right, exercise 4. String manipulation. I'm gonna refill my coffee. Oh, it's over here, man. All right. Given a list of city names with inconsistent formatting, normalize the names by stripping any leading or trailing white space, converting them to title case, and ensure that the output is a clean list of city names. Okay. All right. Let's just use let's just do city names dirty. Yep. Okay. I don't believe, I think I would want to, maybe, okay, I think I'd normally want to do like a for loop or something, to iterate through the different locations, like the 0, 1, and 2 here. But I haven't learned it yet. I haven't learned loops yet in this book. So I guess we're going to try string splitting instead. So we're going to use the split method. So we're going to okay, so let's do city names parts. We'll try to challenge ourselves to do it differently than you normally do. City names dirty dot split. We're going to split at the comma. We're going to split at the comma. And you can extract individual components. I haven't done it this way before. By using, what do they call this? Let me print city name parts. Just to see what this is. Okay. So splitting is something that you do with tuples. We don't have a tuple, we have a list, so that's not going to work. I just want to try it anyways. Let's change this into a tuple or a string. Just for the sake of all right, so yeah, if we use the split method on if I make that change that I did, and check the types, you see this string that I created up here actually gets, oh, it's actually just a string. It's not even a tuple. But you can use the split on a string. So now we've done that and created a list. And then Qiusheng Wu has a method here for cleaning this up using oh shoot, forget what it's called, but in this case we know we have 3 components, so we can start with first, middle, last equals city name parts, and then we can print first city is first city is first. Second, or let's see. Let's do it this way. I like this better. All right, so we got this, but it looks kind of, we want to, it's formatted poorly, so we want to change all these to title case. So, let's title case these. I don't know. Yeah, that's not going to work. Can I use this in the middle of this like that? Can't. So how do I use the title function inside this? Okay, so I Googled it here. String title, Python, and F formatting, because we're using F formatting. I need to write it as I've done, except for in the, of course, in the curly brackets, I do dot title as a function this way. All right, so we're going to do that for this one as well. And you can see how those dynamically adjusted, what they are. And now I need to strip them as well. For stripping the strings, you have strips, white space from leading and trailing ends. You have left strip, strips, white space from leading, i.e. left, and we have right strip, strips, white space from trailing, i.e. right end. So we're also going to, we're just going to full on strip because we don't want white space on the leading or the trailing ends. And let's run this. And there we go. Then let's city names clean equals ooh, how do I make this into a list? Oh, join. I can use the join method to do city name parts. Okay, so I've got that. Now let's just go ahead and we got close just then. Oh man. Not quite clean. It seems to not actually be doing the strip. I don't know. I don't think this, let's see. So this up here, city name parts. City name parts is a list. I got a cheat solution here. I could be wrong, but I think like in a way easier solution would simply be to use a loop. I don't want to split these. Use a loop to iterate through the list elements. And this would be a lot easier to do. Man. Oh, that's why I'm meaning to use strip, not split. That's why I like didn't get the result. Strip. There we go. Now, city name, clean, and we'll literally. This isn't going to be a list either. A list of strings into single strings. Ah, man. Take these 3 strings and put them into a list. Is it a pen? Is that how I do it? All right, we have a list now. Okay. Yeah, hopefully we can improve on that when we learn loops. Okay. Parsing and extracting address information. So, full address. Is this string here. We want to return a dictionary, write a function. Write a function, huh? I haven't even learned how to make functions yet in this. Oh, well, the exercise here says to make a function. And we haven't learned functions in the book. We're in chapter 10. Chapter 12 is when you actually learn how to make functions. But to create a function, we'll try to do this real quick. Try to do this real quick. Define a function. Yeah, all right. We will name this function address dictionary. We'll want to insert an address. We'll want to return a dictionary. Let's do this. Still see some of this here. It wants me to return a dictionary as well. So I think we'll start by doing these individual components. Street equals So we want to split. Let's do. The problem with that, do we need to add? We need to tell it to only split when we have a separator of. Ah, okay. So if I don't include a separator, it splits all the individual elements. I could have used this in the previous exercise. But if I have it split on a comma, you'll see that the street and the city and the name all separate appropriately. And then I will also split strip. Oh, I don't know why I'm having such trouble. There we go. I just had it split. I included the space there. Okay, so if we take this full address, we'll want to take split address equals full address dot split, like that, in the function. So if we do this, I wanted to do a new line there, but if you do it this way, you can like do a multi-line string. All right. Yeah. So here we got the same result as we did here, but we did it in the function. So now do I create a dictionary? Create dictionary from list. A little more coffee. I feel like my brain finally warmed up a little bit. Let's do, this is all just check stuff. Let's comment stuff out for now. And let's see, we want to split the address. If I go ahead and print split address, is it going to actually? No, it won't. Here it will. Okay. But you know what? If I do this, it won't because I didn't include it. Okay. So we have a list here. Then we're going to have a address dictionary. We're going to create an empty dictionary here. Let's do empty dict, like it has there. Then we want to do address equals street of split address 0, city split address 1, and country split address 2. And this time we want to return the address. Let's go ahead and print the address. We got a dictionary. Okay. Yeah, and so am I spelling address right? address dictionary, make a new variable called address dictionary, and let's just do address equals, and we're gonna print the address, and we're gonna print the type of address. Okay, cool. We made a function that makes an address just like they show it up here, just like the request was, and we have it returns a dictionary. Sweet, so we made our first function in this series for 51 minutes into this video. So I apologize for how long it took, but that's how you learn. Learning just isn't linear. And I haven't even learned the chapter yet on functions. And we literally take this address and do the full thing inside that function. And you can take any address as long as it's formatted this way and get the correct result. Very nice. All right, that is our 5 exercises from this chapter. Next chapter is going to be loops and conditional statements, which would have helped a whole lot this lesson. And then chapter 12 is going to be functions and classes, where we'll do more of this kind of stuff here. So I'll see you on the next one.